guys, how you doing? It's Andy Elliott. Today I'm going to talk about how to become the best. And I'm going to keep this a pretty short, quick video because it's actually pretty simple. And actually, this is something that a long time ago, I was like, I want to become the best. How do I become the best? I was training all the time. I was practicing. I worked harder than most. Man, I'm telling you, I just wanted to become the best. And I remember I turned on this podcast and it was how to become the best. And I was like, man, give me the answer. I need the answer. Well, I'm going to tell you, they gave it to me. It was 3 words. Like literally 3 words. Those 3 words were raise your standards. And I'm going to tell you right now, okay, at that point, I had some low self-limiting beliefs. And I don't care who you are, if you're on the other side of this video right now, you probably got 1 or 2 of them too. And I make sure I keep them out of my life now. But before I could become the best, those low self-limiting beliefs were the things that were stopping me from going all the way to becoming the best. Not only in the store, but the best salesman in the state. And then on to one of the best salesmen, I promise you, in the country on selling cars. And how? By getting rid of those bad habits. Okay? Now when you're by yourself, a lot of times when you're in the go and you're having a lot of energy and you're having fun and everything's going great, right? You don't think about it. But the way that you feel about yourself, honestly, is the way that you'll perform. So after like a bad 3 days or 2 days, you sit there and you're looking at yourself and you're like, man, this is a grind. And all of a sudden, that's when those low self-limiting beliefs come in. And what you have to do is you have to decide to make a decision from this day forward to never have those again. So to become the best, it literally takes not having any low self-limiting beliefs. Getting rid of all of it. Audit your circle of people around you. If there's any cancer around you or people that are bringing you down, they're just adding fuel to that fire. Get rid of them. Okay? Number 2, other than raise your standards, raise your expectations. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. Look, guys, when I was literally getting my first job when I got out of high school, I had no money. I was dead broke. I was walking. Now, I want to tell you this, okay? From that to making $1 million, do you think that would have happened if I would have done what? Not raised my expectations? Not raised my standards? Physically impossible. I couldn't have become the best. I had to take and I had to get the financial mindset, my mindset, that I deserved and that I was going to make it way more farther than anyone else ever thought that I was going to make it. And I believe that. And I knew that it maybe not happen overnight. I know sometimes when we're working really hard and you're like, Andy, man, I've been training for months and I'm grinding it and I'm learning everything and I'm practicing word tracks and all these things and I'm just not selling any more cars. Guys, I'm going to tell you, it's like beating through a brick wall. You know, you might be 40% through, or you might have 2% left before you break through. You don't know where you're at. But I know one thing. You will never get there if you give up. I'm positive of it. Okay? So when you want to give up is when you need to go 10 times harder. That's when you need to get pissed off. That's when you need to get onto yourself. You need to be your biggest fan. Who needs to be the biggest fan of you? You. And guess what? You root for yourself. You cheer for yourself, man. And I'm going to tell you this. You clap for yourself when you do good. You know where you were, and you know where you're going. You don't have to explain it to anyone else. So how do you become the best? Number 1, you raise your standards. Number 2, you raise your expectations. And then number 3, you break through boundaries. And don't be afraid to break through them because you're going to have to break through some tough ones. You know the difference? I always talk about training you guys to not only be the best salesman, but to become one of the best managers out there, to become one of the best GMs out there. Okay? Whether you want to own your own store or whether you just want to sell cars and crush it and make a ton of money and have a great living and design your own schedule. It really doesn't matter. Whatever your goal is, okay? I want to help you get there. But you're going to have to break through boundaries. Because a lot of people, when they find boundaries and when they hit them and the resistance comes on, and you may be feeling that now, or things may be easy now, but it'll come. And guess what? That's whenever you get to prove honestly, is there no self-limiting beliefs? Do you really believe in yourself? And if you do, you will break through that boundary. I've seen guys in stores that have sold 8 cars a month and they were labeled 8-car hands, and it got in their head and they believed that they couldn't sell more. I walk into a store, and as I go to train the company, I'm brand new, so I don't know them. I don't need to know what they've done, where they're at. I need to know basically, look, here's who I am. This is who you are. This is the answers to the test. This is the test. And then we do that together. And next thing you know, those guys are selling 20 to 25 cars a month. How does that happen? You know how it happens? Because I believe in them, and most of the time I see more in you guys than you see in yourself. So I'm going to tell you this. If you want to be the best, you've got to think that you're going to be the best. And act as if. Think you're the best right now. Now, I'm not talking about cockiness or arrogance. I'm talking about confidence. Carry yourself like you're the best. Dress the part like you're the best, guys. Spend some money in your wardrobe. Get a little bit sharper, okay? You don't need to wait until you make a bunch of money to start dressing nice. Dress sharp now. The guy that walks like he owns a company, talks like he owns a company, acts like he owns a company, he's the guy who ends up owning the company in the end. So when I say this, raise your standards, be ready to break through barriers, raise your expectations, and most importantly, get rid of any low self-limiting beliefs. And I promise you watch this video any and every time that you're getting discouraged, and you remember you're the best. If you believe that, it won't take long. You will be the best. Guys, I hope this helps. Have a blessed day, okay?